morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. Today on the channel, well, it seems to be the family together event again. I knew it was coming up. Basically, this is the cooking event. So, if I say cooking event in my posts or just in the Discord, this is what I mean in general, and of course in the comment sections. This is the cooking event. It really is just a cooking event. I don't really know why they're calling it a family event. It's just a freaking cooking event. Honestly, all these dishes are cool, but I really don't think they do anything particularly. I think they just give you the same final product. It's just a different dish. It doesn't make any difference. I mean, I don't think so. I think RNG is just RNG, but overall, this is probably I want to say one of the better spending events. Arms Race is still the top one if you are spending. You do your daily rewards, you do your daily gifts. Like there's a lot of stuff that encourages players to be active. And honestly, it's not a bad thing because most players probably do this anyway. But for those that are a little bit lazier, well, there are some additional rewards. What I will say though is, where is it? Server Divine Beast. There are a couple of ways to trigger this stuff. So you can just go into it, back out, then go back into it, and back out. Like you don't necessarily have to finish the Divine Beast, which is pretty cool. Mount Dungeon, however, you do have to finish that. So if you want to save it for the times 2 honor, the information is on your screen. It's between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night, depending on where you are in the world, of course. But for me, I mean, look, if you can be bothered to do it, you get some more onions, you get some more vegetables. It is worth it. Like I'm not gonna say it's not worth it. It really is. So you should probably just be doing that any day. Anyway, every day. Anyway, geez, say that 10 times fast. But basically, it's a great event for legions. Now, I will say this: it is if you want to be on this fortune leaderboard, it is expensive. You really need to be negotiating and coordinating with your legion to get ranked. Now, the rewards. I mean, look, the rewards aren't bad. Are they worth a few $1,000s? Probably not. But if you've got Legion members that are going to spend that anyway, and you are thinking about spending in the game, and I should always say this, I do not encourage people spending on games at all. But if you are going to do so, this event here probably is a little bit more friendly. Certainly, if you're in an active Legion that is whaling out anyway, if you're a free to play player, this is a blessing in disguise. But the reality is, it's all about building dishes. Now, to get the other stuff, let me have a look. If I remember correctly, there's a festival drop list, which is the vegetables. So, very similar to Celebrate Festival. They're not guaranteed. If you do want to chase this down for, actually, it's not vegetables. It's these little it's these weird things. I always get confused now. We'll talk about that in a second. Where is it? The Lucky Shop. No, no. Where is the Lucky Shop? I swear it's this thing. Yes, it's this thing. So your daily task basically will give you some of these stuff. This is like the normal version, the dream come true, and the full life of happiness is basically what you get from pretty much participating in the event if you're in a legion. This is like easy to get. This is like it's not hard to get, and let's be honest. I know a lot of people have got heaps of firecrackers, which is what we'll talk about in a second. But the reality is, I mean, you just collect these chests, and this is fantastic. I think during the event, I got like two, maybe 300 last time. It was crazy. Particularly if you are looking to finish off your legendary monsters and build your index scores. And this one's okay. Like, you do get more vegetables by participating, so it's probably worthwhile maybe focusing on this one when it comes out, particularly if you are looking to push the next tier. But we'll talk about that in a second. So, basically, pick a dish, any dish. If you're a vegetarian, if you like some seafood, who doesn't like seafood, we're going to go with that. Honestly, this is it. You pretty much, it's the same as arms race. It's a bit easier than arms race though, because I feel like it's like you do get a lot more guaranteed dishes. And of course, it is what it is. And then we go, oh, yeah, the pot is boiling. We got some prawns. We got some full live packages. We got the very important tokens for the Legion. And premium meat is kind of like I guess, premium meat is where it's at, right? So, as you grab all of these things for your Legion, the little clouds, and I don't know how to describe them other than little clouds. Is it really, I mean, they look like little clouds. The little fortune clouds, and that is basically what determines your overall score down here. And of course, your overall ranking determines where you are on the leaderboard. I think you need to get 100,000 points. Yes, you do, which is very, very expensive. If you're on a dead server, if you're on an older server, I would strongly recommend starting to just communicate and basically being, and I'm going to start saying this one as well, come join us. Come join us for these events, because basically you're gonna have to be able to do this one. If you can get everyone that's on your server, if they're free to play or whatever, to join the most active Legion, you're basically gonna boost your chances of at least having maximum amount of contribution that you can get. Maybe if you get really lucky with a couple of low spenders, you might be able to reach the leaderboard as well. But that's what my advice is. Start to merge your legions is really what I'm going to get at. So either way, it's still a pretty fun event. Now, when you do your dishes, you will basically get these opportunities. It gives you clouds and firecrackers. So we got some firecrackers. We got some of these talismans, or I guess they're called charms. Are they called charms? I don't really know. I'm going to go with charms. Firecrackers, charms, lots of all this stuff. I mean, I feel like it's just RNG. We got three there. It is what it is. There is no like better. I don't think there's any like, oh yeah, there's like one that's going to give you the guaranteed firecrackers or anything like that. It doesn't really happen. You do get window decoration jackpots though, which is pretty cool. Like you can get five of those, which is not bad. Because we'll go back to that in a second. The other feature of this is getting the VIP packages. So if you are a light spender, you will get VIP packages for your Legion. And that's probably where we can tie that into this one. So the most common one is probably going to be the dollar value package. You are going to get some premium meat from it. Is it worthwhile buying every single day? I feel like for $1, it's pretty self-explanatory. I would recommend going and getting that. If you are a very, very light spender, don't worry too much. It isn't a bad investment in terms of just grabbing those extra things. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So we're going to go ahead and grab that with the voucher there. And because we did that, we are going to have another VIP package. And boom, we got some more of those little paper charms. Now, as you can see, once you do get enough of the paper charms, you are able to convert them. There is a 100 attempt limit, but it is a guaranteed 3 firecrackers. And of course, this one here is the one that gives you vegetables. And in saying that, there are a couple of options to acquire some more. Moving into the store, the reason why you want the firecrackers and the little Red Bull totems is pretty much just so that you can grab some free stuff. It's like, don't worry about this premium store. We'll talk about that in a second. But this one here, it's not bad. You are getting guaranteed Gen 2s. And if before you turn your nose up and be like, oh, PB, we're already at Gen 5. Trust me, for a lot of players, they still need Generation 2, even if it's just for the index scores or finishing out Gen 1 and Gen 2. This is a fantastic opportunity to grab that for free. Now, you don't need to spend your firecrackers, by the way. You can save them. I had a few saved up from last time. But what we will do is we will go ahead and grab those 20. What I would say is the best investment, though, is this equipment shard chest. Like, honestly, instead of rolling for the RNG on Annihilation event, you pretty much get a guaranteed 40 shards. So even though that doesn't sound like a lot, I know pretty much throughout, like, just events in general, you're going to get, like, miscellaneous shard chests like this. And it's awesome. You're grabbing some free equipment shards. The game is pretty much, I want to say, in all honesty, right? I feel like the game has pretty much transitioned into the imperishable gear set. Now, on this character, I only have a couple more to go, but little events like this, it does make it feel just like maybe we're making a little bit of progress. For someone who doesn't spend a lot of money like anymore, I will say that I'll preface that I don't really spend much money on this game anymore. But what I do when I do spend it, I mean, just things like this really help out the smaller free to play light spenders of the community. And like I said, you are going to have a bucket load of these firecrackers. Last event, I bought everything. So this event, I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy everything as well. And just to note, when you do spend, you don't technically get firecrackers, you get lanterns. So the lanterns are the superior form of them. And basically, these are the ones for those that are really excited and realistically want to go balls deep. You do get an opportunity to buy out some of your transformation indexes. Would I recommend it? No. The best transformation is probably still going to be Lu Meng. Now, I know a lot of players will probably say, oh, well, you should just do Zhao Yun. Technically, MC's a support hero, so I don't really think that that's the best option. I do feel like Lu Meng as a support hero is probably one of the better ones. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I know a lot of people love Dragons Zhao Yun because they're so strong, but I just feel like it could be a little bit of a trap with the main character because, as I said, they're not that strong. The Dominate is probably the creme de la crop of the event. For those that want to keep saving and plugging along, it'll take you about a year as a free-to-play player to get this, but when you do get it, it is a mythic skin. So I do have to say, if I did have a spare couple of $100, I think it's about $500. If you go through the GT Arcade website and buy all their packages instead of Google Play and iOS, I would recommend doing that if you want to save or if you're on a budget. GT Arcade does offer the best value and the additional rewards are worthwhile, but it's about $500 and basically you can get yourself a skin. Would I use this as my main thing or would I transform? To be completely honest, I'd say it's not even really worth using it. I know that sounds weird, but it's okay if you don't have a mythic transformation of the current generation. But if you've got like Xiaopi, I would just use Xiaopi. Like, let's be honest, I feel like that's just going to bring way more to the table than Dominate will. But you do need that for your transformations to actually shine. So for those that are thinking about spending VIP 18, about what, 40,000 American, or for $500 you can get a Dominate skin. I'm pretty sure most players are just going to go with the $500 if they are going to spend. And of course, you don't need to spend it all at once. You can buy these over the course of the event. Moving on, premium meat. Oh, we love to beat the meat on this channel, don't we? Now that I know the majority of my audience are men, sorry for that impromptu joke. Not really. As you can probably tell, you do need a little bit of gold for that one. And I think once you do grab that though, just be aware that you are going to have these selection chests too that appear in your inventory. Now it's interesting because it is time limited. So last time I was like, the last day of the event, I was looking at this going, you got to be kidding me. What's going on? Why does it keep telling me I got stuff in my inventory? It's because you do need to do this. So rule of thumb, I basically just grab whatever one that I don't have. I just do it like this. I'm sure there are ways to optimize that as well. But once you do get your meat, just go over here, deposit it all in there, and you will start to collect these little lanterns up the top. In terms of what you should probably spend, I feel like it should be worthwhile mentioning. You can save up for the Dominate if you want to. If you're like, nah, PB, I can't be bothered saving up for a year for that, I think I'll just go with something else. There are some pretty cool things. If you need to finish off the Fire Gorge, you can go and do so. Just be aware that the Annihilation event will most probably have this updated next event. The next event after at the latest. I'm speculating, but I do think that in at least 2 events we'll see the Phoenix Gorge appear in the Annihilation. So if you don't want to do that, if you just want to roll for gold and grab it that way, or you can work towards that. Pixiu, of course, is up there if you need to build some Pixiu shards and copies. The Generation 4 heroes are available. Interesting. How many Dongzhaos do I need? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Dong Zhao, where are you? You always hiding from me, this guy. I mean, he's like he's a big dude. Okay, 140. So I need. What do I need? What do I need? I've got 140 view, so I need 40 more. Ooh, maybe we can make this happen. This event. How many can I get out of here? I can get 25. I can get 25 from there, and I'll have to think about this because I mean, I know the Generation 4 is coming out probably in the next couple of days, but then again, that's a guaranteed Dongjiao. Very interesting. But like I said, if you are looking to finish off some of your other tactics as well, Wavebreaker, these are expensive, by the way, for the Mythic tactics, but if this is the only way to get it in the game, I guess you can start chipping away at it. I wouldn't recommend getting out of the charms though. If you're going to get charms, just go through the arms race. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think this is worth it there either at all. But yeah, generally speaking, not a bad event in terms of if you want to whale a little bit for it. The best thing I think though, I gotta say, it's probably this. I would strongly recommend just going in and grabbing this one. You need to finish off most players are still looking to finish off their legendary weapons. Of course, the index scores. I doubt many players have got every legendary to 7-star, so you need to be working on that as well. But the game is just very generous in terms of just being able to give you some stuff like that. There's always going to be people in the comment being like, oh yeah, but we're in the Mythic era PB. I'm like, yeah, you are, but you still need to do your index scores. You still need to finish off your legendary beast. You still need to do all of this stuff. So either way, I feel like it is still applicable for a lot of players in terms of just making passive progress. Bargain shop, is there anything that I would really talk about here? This is not a terrible investment. I'm going to go ahead and buy these ones out as well. Basically, it's just some selection chests there. If you get stuck and you're like, oh man, I just need one or two of these things so I can get the next one, well, at least you can spend 1,000 gold and get 10 of these guaranteed. But besides that, I would say probably nothing really worth spending on. I don't think there's too much worth spending on in there. And I think that's pretty much it. Is that pretty much it? I have a feeling that's pretty much it. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. I feel like if we want to go to happiness, it should automatically give you the link. That's one thing that I would say. Please just link that straight into my bag so I don't have to worry about it. Let's just go 4, and let's just go 2, and then yeah, we can get some more. So like I said, it's as easy as this to grab some firecrackers. I mean, we're getting firecrackers, ladies and gentlemen. Should I say it again? We are getting firecrackers, and firecrackers literally equate to some very cool stuff. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, I'm just going to keep doing this. I think we can actually get, yeah, beautiful. Very nice. And of course, for those that are curious, you can get your vegetables just by spamming this little button down here. Grab some more vegetables, make some more dishes, pretty much just participate. That's really all this event requires. Participation, and you're in for a treat. I think it's my new favorite event. Arms race or that? I don't know. I'm a little bit undecided. Also, make sure if you haven't done so already to go ahead and finish this off. Last but not least, let us trigger the God's blessing to talk a little bit about the value. I just want to get you up there anyway, just while I'm on the channel. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. All right, so where's the one? I think I need to do... Where is it? Dongjiao. Yeah, I've been building Dongjiao lately. I need to make him a little bit more tankier. And, of course, we'll be able to get the split set in the second with, of course, the next set of imperishable gear, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab that out. And that should trigger the God's blessing. There's no God's blessing? Are you kidding me, game? What's going on here? Where's the God's blessing? This is not cool. This is not cool. I said, where's the God's blessing? Ha! Well, there you go. We don't get a God's blessing, apparently. That is odd. That is rather odd. I don't know how... yeah, we'll have to think about this in a second. Now, of course, look. Is it worth spending that thing now? Now that I know there's no God's blessing, is it worth it? $8 for some 15 pieces of meat, and you get 5 selection shards. I feel like this is a trap. I reckon there was a God's blessing last time I saw this event. I'm positive there was one. I'm going to have to see whether or not that's just a bug. Maybe it'll appear tomorrow. Well, at this stage, it looks like you can only really spend through the actual in-game shop. Do I want to spend on it, though? Is it realistically worth it? 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical about that. I might save my voucher until next time. Just because I'm trying to get the best value. I think it was 25 meat if I remember for $8 last time. If my memory serves me. Geez, I have to go back and watch the video. Anyway, if you like this sort of content, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. If you haven't already, jump into our Discord in the link in the description box below. If you see me on Facebook, don't be afraid to say hello as well. And I will see the OGs in the comment section down below. Until next time.